Hi, I'm corporate person American Will Rice, and I'm frankly a little upset right now. Not net operating loss upset, not analyst downgrade upset, but I am a little upset because I was just trying to gather support for the corporate rights movement. There's going to be a rally October 29th on the Capitol grounds about the influence of money on politics.
Oh, great.
I'm actually going to be there as a protester because you can see, I believe we have to preserve corporate power.
Okay.
It's getting squeezed a little too much by these kind of people freaks. Do you think there's too much money in politics or too little money in politics? There's going to be a rally on October 29th and both positions are going to be presented. Here's the petition I'm trying to get signed. I say right here, we demand that not only corporations be allowed to participate, but in proportion to the level of cash reserves. So the amount of speaking time would be based on your last quarterly profit report. Would you sign my petition to preserve corporate power and make sure that corporations have a role in the October 29th Enough is Enough rally? The Supreme Court said that corporations have all the same political rights as human beings. So I took that as a cue to become more like a corporation. So that's why I've become what's known as a corporate person American. The Supreme Court said money equals speech.
Right.
So if you got more money, you should have more speech. It's very simple. It's just arithmetic. It's not even political anymore.
Well, they were wrong. But...
Well, it's the Supreme Court of the United States. And I've taken it very much to heart.
Of course, cases have been overruled before. So.
They have, but let's hope this one's not one of them. Because as soon as I heard the ruling, I said, you know, something inside me said, I've always really been a corporation and not been able to express it.
Right.
So I've embraced that as a lifestyle, what's known as a corporate person American. Think about it. If we left governance entirely to corporations, there'd be more time for us to play frisbee golf and do paint your own pottery. It's just an issue of whether corporations should have all the same rights as individuals or not.
No, they don't.
They don't have the same rights?
Oh,
Supreme Court says they do.
I don't think they should have the same rights as individuals like us out here.
But they got more money. Doesn't that imply they have more rights?
Cause they got more money?
Yeah.
No, man. What? Don't mean nothing. They should have the same right we do.
Yeah, but the Supreme Court said money equals speech. So by the transitive power of arithmetic, more money equals more speech. They should have more speech.
Man, where you from?
See, I am a person. They're trying to trample on the latest wave of civil rights in this country, which is corporate rights. I'm what's known as a corporate person American. I'm a person, but I'm also a corporate person. And they're exhibiting what I call bodied bigotry. They think just because they have flesh and blood, they're somehow more important than corporations. Will you help me out? A little counter demonstration?
No, we're good.
Can you join me in a counter demonstration against this whole I'm a person thing? Coffee Party USA claims to be open to all opinions. But I have the strong impression this big rally they're having on October 29th here in Washington is going to be heavily tilted towards what I call pulsed persons, in other words, bodied humans. They have an open mic system, and I actually have information that hundreds of people are going to be speaking there in favor of bodied bigotry, against corporate rights, against the corporate rights movement. So let's even it out. I mean, I know all of us feel that multinational billion-dollar corporations have really suffered a lot in this country, really been stepped on, and now's the time to stand up, speak out. So come on over to Washington, October 29th, sign up on the Coffee Party website. Let's get the corporate rights movement really moving. If I was a human, I'd have a human feelings, but I don't ever feel things. I'm a corporation. I may not be human, but I'm still a person.